Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. All right. Please continue to pray for me as I go about my next couple of endeavors. The big one this month is that I'm going to be submitting a Lego idea for the Christmas tree. That's going to be one of my biggest builds to date. It's got 200 some different pieces and 5,000 pieces altogether. And I have a big strong base of supporters at the moment. Every time I post something, almost within a week, I get 100 supporters. But it usually just plateaus there, and hopefully I can break through that barrier this time around. I have a few art shows that I'm planning to go to, and right now I'm working on a big zinc piece. So right now, zinc is one of the few metals I could still get really cheaply, right? But even that's coming to an end, and I hope to. If I hit it big with finding a solid base of supporters with zinc, I will do really well because zinc is really cheap, right, compared to some of the other materials that I've been working with. We got a new Lego store that's opening up, bricks and minifigures in Tempe, Arizona, and I hope to network with the right people. Part of the main problem with my art projects has been my inability to get the word out there. Right now, I've been just kind of hiding out and doing it. It almost feels reminiscent of the COVID era, where everything is just to myself. Right? I need to break that curse, if you will. Uh, and I'm still doing those Mondrian squares. Again, networking is going to be the trickiest part. I'm glad to see that I'm starting to network with people in all sorts of departments in my life. So I and I got to be careful with this one, but I connected really well with one of my new coworkers. But I got to be careful because things like that have become a trap for me in the past. Right, if I have to work around people, uh, and then a couple of my former students have been connecting really well with, which is nice because they kind of act as a connection, a liaison, if you will, between myself and the younger generation. And uh, another thing I want you guys to pray for me is that I tend to have this Thanksgiving curse. Every Thanksgiving, I seem to run into bad luck. A few years ago, I was working at technology startup when I got gypped during the Thanksgiving holiday. What had happened was one of my colleagues, and this is why I say I have to be careful when I network with my colleagues. One of my colleagues took advantage of my being new there, and he said it was Thanksgiving. He wanted to go home and asked if I could switch some things with him, some shifts with him. And he neglected to tell me the other reason he wanted to switch was that he knew there was a certain week that was busier than normal. He had worked there for many years. And he knew that. I didn't. And I think he took advantage of the fact that there was a little bit of a knowledge of a difference. And after I switched it with him, not only did he refuse to acknowledge the favor I did for, but he kind of ghosted me during the rest of my time there, made it really uncomfortable. And then I was working at a tutoring center right after COVID, 2021, and my boss again refused to acknowledge what I was doing during the Thanksgiving holiday. What had happened was that whole week of Thanksgiving, we had a really busy week because most of my colleagues took the week off, right? And I was doing double my normal duties. And the final hour of that last on Thanksgiving Eve, my favorite student comes and he asked me to leave. because there weren't that many students. Well, what about the other hours when I was tutoring 8, 9 students at a time, right? And then my favorite student comes in, he asks me to leave. And that's been a big curse of mine. And then 3 years ago, I started writing an AI for the game of Ticket to Ride Poland. I wanted to write uh, Ticket to Ride Poland in tribute to the 125th anniversary of Poland's Great Discovery. And what's really funny was I started the game right after the holidays because at that startup company that I was working at, we had signed an agreement that everything you do within 5 years after leaving the company technically belongs to the company. And so I waited until after the 5 year anniversary of my leaving there had passed to start the AI for the game of Ticket to Ride Poland because if the game went viral, I wanted to own it. My inspiration was when Taylor Swift re-recorded all of her music, and it dawned on me that wait a minute, a lot of this stuff the companies might have a claim to. So I marked down when was 5 years after I had worked at a technology startup, and I waited until after that day had passed to write all of my important games. I know it sounds silly, right? But then I started writing it, and then I ran into a lot of bad luck too. I couldn't get anybody to. I was hoping to ask my friends to test play some of these games to make sure everything was in good working order, and I didn't get any good luck with that either. So hopefully I'll return to my computer games at some point. I've kind of been taking a break away from that to for all my art endeavors and my recent just job changes and all that. All right, please pray for me. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.